Hello and good morning and welcome to Virtual CoWorking Space. We're in the morning mindset room where we help virtual assistants to level up in their business lifestyle and mindset. Thank you for Karen for being here. She says morning all good. Hope you are too. I am. Thank you, Karen. I'm very, very well indeed. We have come to the end of another week. If you have not seen our previous days, we've been doing meditation messages, which is kind of just a new thing that I decided to throw out there this week that I thought would be fun. And today we are doing our oracle cards. So if you are new here, as I'm shuffling, we do the option of 1, 2, or 3, or all 3, or just 2, whatever numbers you are drawn to. Those are the numbers for you, and we read messages from oracle cards and look at messages dedicated to the week ahead for you, things to focus on. So whichever number you are drawn to, or numbers, then those messages are for you. Oh, let's go with that. Okay, so we have our 3 cards. Let's unpack these today. So if you are a number 1, there is a lack of balance currently in your life, and you need to be able to seek this balance. It's interesting because I feel like this balance is causing you to withdraw a little bit, or this lack of balance is causing you to withdraw a little bit, and I feel like it's linked to something that's going on in your life that's changing. So there is some kind of change happening in your life, or a change going on in your life, maybe within your family or your business, and it's leaving you like kind of in a bit of a panic mode, feeling unbalanced, things like not feeling like you're in that comfort zone right now that you want to be in. And the message here is, may you find equilibrium in motion, as in you've got to learn to slow down. You've got to learn to it's funny, we've been talking about meditation all week, so if you can take time to do any kind of meditation, if you can take time just for yourself, but to be still for a moment, then that's basically a form of self-care, and that's what you need to find this week. You need to find some sort of balance between the changes that are occurring in your life and the shifts that are potentially occurring in your life that are causing you to feel slightly panicked. If you picked number 2, the message for you is love is not loyalty at the expense of losing yourself. Interesting, because these go kind of hand in hand. But basically, again, it's like it comes back again. We've had this message all week about not connecting with yourself, about not feeling that connection with your higher self. And that is also kind of like losing yourself as well. So it says love is not loyalty at the expense of losing yourself. So again, this comes to connecting back to yourself. These messages all come from me. When I pick the topic of the week, I do it intuitively based on asking the question about what you guys need to hear, or what needs to come out from, this week. And usually the cards at the end are somehow linked to it, and the messages that come through at the end are somehow linked to it. And this is really about the connection of what we're talking about all week, is that when you are disconnected from your higher self, from that part of you that wants to be a part of you, but you are so grounded in reality that you're not even acknowledging that you even have a higher self, then that higher self is going to feel isolated. And I think this is what this message is about. It's about losing your higher self, like feeling disconnected from your higher self. And you need to come back home. It's that coming back home again. Home is where you are. You are home. Your imagination, your creative mind is your home. Everything outside of you right now is just your experience, what you're bringing into your experience, but this isn't your home as such. Your home belongs in your creative mind, and that is where you will find all the answers you seek. That is where you will find this almost like a feeling of togetherness with something that is part of you. And this message and this topic this week is come through very strong, that is, you know, that's what balance is about. It's like, if you are, imagine you're on a scale, you know, we talked about this yesterday with the field and the horses, but imagine you're on a scale and you're on one end of the scale. And if you're not, if your higher self isn't on the other end of the scale, or like a seesaw, you know, like or they call it a teeter-tot in America or something like that, but a seesaw, you know, if there's only one side or one kind of weight on the seesaw on one, it's going to be completely tipped in one direction. If there's only one side of the scale, it's going to be completely tipped in one direction. Now, how do you balance that out and not lose yourself in the process? Is you form a connection, a relationship with your higher self, who can carry the burden on the other side, who can provide that balance and that stability on the other side of the scale. It's really clear this week that this is the message that needs to come out, and people need to hear this. Maybe you're one of them. And then if you picked card number 3, the message is, I can give my attention to the positive aspects. And it's really interesting again, because this comes back to, look at this card, our creative mind. Okay, again, you are not spending enough time in your creative mind. You are not spending enough time in that place where you can connect to the true path, the true desires, the true wants, and call them into your experience. And this is what this card is saying here, and give my attention to the positive aspects. And it's so clear that that is your creative mind that you need to nurture. It says things are coming into your experience in response with your vibration. Your vibration is offered because of the thoughts you are thinking, and you can tell by the way you feel what kind of thoughts you are thinking. Find good feeling thoughts, and good feeling manifestations must follow. Make a decision to look for the best feeling aspects of whatever you must give your attention to, and otherwise look only for good feeling things to give your attention to, and your life will become one of increasingly good feeling aspects. You know, when you go inside your imagination, you do visualization, or even if you're thinking of a memory that is good or nice, you know, you cannot help but feel good about that. You know, if you think about a time, you know, like I always think about the day I had my kids, for example, I can immediately transport myself into a good feeling by bringing out or pulling out a memory from my mind. And visualization is no different. And imagining the future and creating the future is no different from that. So what this is saying to you is connect with that creative mind, connect with that part of you that's going to help you to feel good and to feel powerful and to feel like you're in control of this life. You're in control of everything around you. You do not have to be concerned or worried about bad things happening to you unless you want them to happen to you. So this is very clear, and the messages are very clear. And you'll see here as well, I don't know if somebody is a water sign, because there is a lot of water going on here in all 3 of these cards. So, you know, we're not even in water season right now, are we? I think we're in Scorpio season right now. But there's definitely, go out to the water as well. That's what it's saying. You'll find a lot of answers near water. But it's about balance. It's about connecting with yourself. This whole week has been this same message. Balance, connecting with yourself and connecting with your creative mind, and using your creative mind more and exercising that muscle. It's not like you're gonna, you know, when people say they can't visualize, they can't meditate, they can't see things, you know, like I get a lot of people say that, and for sure, if you try and keep trying, it's like a muscle. You'll eventually build it up and it will become a lot easier for you. So those are the messages for the week ahead. I hope you found those helpful. We are now going to get in and do our daily accountability. Get your journals at the ready like I have mine, and we will begin. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I shall see you back here on Sunday. Take care. Before we begin, don't forget you can join me live online inside Virtual CoWorking Space at www.virtualmissfriday.com/VCS. If you enjoy this session, give it a like. I'd love to hear from you, so write me a comment. And so you don't miss any updates, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. So now we're going to look for the positive with our gratitude. First, we'll spend 1 minute thinking of the day before. Thinking of all the things that happened, reflecting on work, interactions, relationships, memorable moments, and more. Now you'll write one thing down minimum that you're grateful for. You can, of course, write down more. Something good, something that went right, a small moment or a big win. The more you search for things to be grateful for, the more you will experience things to be grateful for. Now we're going to read out your goal. Make sure your goal is written down in a journal or somewhere you can easily access it. Read your goal now, ideally out loud, and commit to this goal. Believe it will happen. And by reading this daily, the universe knows clearly what your goal is, and the things begin to shift in the direction of your goal. Follow your instincts when this happens by taking action. Now you need to see your goal in visualization. Spend this minute thinking about the goal in your mind. See yourself taking steps towards the goal, or even better still, see yourself having already achieved the goal. Close your eyes and go there. Step into the feeling, step into the place, step into the accomplishment. And finally, it's time for your most important task. Set this task for today and make it relating to your goal. This could be something small like sending an email, recording a video, or making a phone call, or it could be bigger. Either way, one task a day is one step forward, and those steps will add up. Do what you can from where you are now. Set the intention, and the action will carry you towards your goal. Well done you for completing your daily co-create session. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you next time.